to Ali Lopez, swipes the ball off the press, to Blair Thomas, who gets the basket and the foul. The Reavers lead 17-7 after one. The match is tied with just the heavyweights left. Iowa Western's Jamal Cream scores a big takedown over Guy Henson. The freshman takes it 7-6, and Big Blue wins the match 24-21. After an average 13-11 campaign with hints of potential, St. Albert welcomes a new season. The Saints are led by 4 returning starters, including seniors Alyssa Carley and reigning non-Parial Player of the Year, Paige Beacom. The Lynx keep their foot on the gas. Jones on the run. The senior finishes with 16 points. Ale up 53-51 after 3. Fourth quarter, Heelan guard DeAndre Burnside splashes the 3. The senior leads the Crusaders with 24. Just 49 seconds after the break, call it a connection. Senior Charlie Donaldson squares it across, and his twin brother Max finishes it off to give the Falcons a 1-0 lead. Still in the first, Logan Redeker takes the rock and leaves North eating his dust. The senior, a 33-yard touchdown run. Titans ground out 283 yards on the ground. Later in the first, the dark side shows up big. Royal Silver intercepts a wobbly James pass. The big man finishes with 8 total tackles and this pick on the day. Reaver ball in their own 42. The redshirt sophomore tears off an 87-yard touchdown run. Pratt finishes with 181 on just 13 carries. IDub skinning the Grizzlies 21-0 in the third. The Iowa Western men's golf team finished 6th place at Nationals last year. The 8th-ranked Reavers come into the 2017 season with their work cut out for them. After a tremendous regular season, Abraham Lincoln finds themselves in the exact same place they did last year, a game against Sioux City East at Tyson Event Center for the rights to head to state. But alas, third time was not the charm, and they fall to the Black Raiders for the 3rd time this season and finish out with a record of 18-4. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Joel Devick.
For a reason.
After a poor performance before last week's bye against Coffeyville, the Reavers march into Dodge City and pull out a confidence-giving win against the 10th-ranked Conquistadors. Up next for Iowa Western, homecoming weekend, and a very good Garden City team. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Joel Devick.
Team is made of.
For the 2nd year in a row, Iowa Western football finds itself with 2 losses and 0 in the win column. The Reavers are certainly not a bad team, and they can definitely be optimistic looking at how last year finished when they rattled off 10 straight wins. IDub will still be looking for their first win this season when they go on the road to face Fort Scott next week. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Joel Devick. The Coach Stroh Show continues here on CBTV 17. I'm Iowa Western TV student Joel Devick, along with freshman wide receiver D'Anthony McGriff. Welcome to the show, D'Anthony.
Thank you.
Now, you guys had a really good game against Ellsworth here, shut them out, and ended up winning the Region 11 title again. I believe that's the 7th time in a row for Iowa Western. So how does it feel to be the champs in Iowa once again?
Feel great to be a part of a legacy, I'm coming in.
Now, you came in as, I believe, a redshirt freshman, but, looking to prove yourself, and you've had a tremendous season thus far. What do you think has been the key for you to, have such a good year?
The key for me is staying focused,
Now, you've been on 3 straight road trips. One was technically a home game up in Grand Junction, but you come home for your first game at Lewis Central this week. What's it like to be preparing for a home game for the first time this year?
It feels good to be in front of our fans, but at the same time we still have
You're in your 2nd year here, and you're also a captain this year, looking to lead the dark side defense, doing a pretty good job of it this year. What kind of player are you trying to be on the field, and what kind of leader are you trying to be this year?
I want to lead by example, you know what I mean?